Hello. My name is Davison, and this is my live reaction to KSI versus Logan Paul. But right now, Deji and Jake Paul are playing, so I'm actually watching the screen of them fight while I am talking to you. I don't want to violate any copyright, so there's no footage, no sound. The sound is coming into my ear. I see that Deji's wearing a sparkly sequined kind of skirt. Is it a kilt? I don't know. And Jake Paul currently, his nose is bleeding. They're in the they're in the second round of 6 rounds. I paid $13 Canadian to watch this. It's so far, I mean, it seems like they're legitimately boxing. Jake Paul appears to be in worse shape. And the commentator had said that he's currently swallowing blood, which can't possibly be pleasant. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this tab out. How do we pin tab? Oh, he's got Deji in the corner. Open window. How do I open it in a new tab so I can see what you guys are saying? Hi, Saif. Yeah, Jake Paul is bleeding. How do I pop this out? Is there a way to, oh yes, good. Okay, I popped out the window so I can see what you guys are saying as I'm watching, so I can have like a simulcast of both these things, which I want, because I want to see what you're saying. So I see Saif is here. So what's the idiot up to now? Well, right now, it's not the main idiot. I assume you're referring to Logan Paul. It's Jake Paul, and he's in the ring with KSI's brother, Deji. And I mean, they both look fit. They both look roughly the same size. But Deji currently got in more shots to Jake Paul's face. So I just wanted to go live, like, because just in case something like stupendous happens or like earth-shattering, maybe this is all staged. Maybe this is, not actually a fight, in the sense that they already know who they want to win. They know how long they want the fight to go on for. So I shouldn't be buying into this too much, but it can still be entertaining, kind of like the World Wrestling Federation, even if the results, are already predetermined. And they're both turning it into documentaries, or all 4 of them. I wouldn't even say both. And they're saying that Jake Paul can still win the fight, even though he's bleeding a lot from his nose. They said that anybody who said that Jake Paul couldn't take a punch was wrong, because he's taken multiple punches. And actually, I'd seen Logan Paul. I'd seen Logan Paul a couple weeks ago, and he had bruises on his face, because one thing they say, that if you're going to become a professional boxer, you have to train by actually getting hit in the face. So I assume that Jake went through the same training wherein he, allowed himself to be pummeled so he could be strong enough for this particular fight. I mean, the adrenaline must be incredible for these guys. And, even though they've been training for 6 or 8 months, they're not professional fighters. So, they're learning as they go. And nerves can do crazy things to people. I don't know. Would I ever want to engage in YouTube boxing? Would you guys? I mean, I don't think that it's my sport. I wrestled with a former friend, Steven, and, I found that it was much more of a mental game and a strategy game than I had prepared myself for. I was, focused on one of the objectives of the game was to rip off his armbands and his ankle bands, and I was too busy trying to think of how I could grab the wristbands, as opposed to what strategy can I use to distract him, how can I get behind him, how can I fake out, how can I and I think that surely if they've been training for 6 or 8 months, they've gone through that it's boxing is not just physical, it's also a mental game. So the mental is strongly influenced by adrenaline, which, like I said before, they're totally influenced by it. So Ryan Javed said, where can we watch the actual fight? You're going to have to pay for it. I will include a link to it right here. I paid $13 Canadian for it. Here it is right here in the chat. I'm linking to it. If you look up the channel KSI versus Logan Paul official live stream. That's where you're going to find it. I'm just here to like chatter as I'm watching and to talk with you guys. Yeah, well, I don't want to talk too much about me and Steven. Yeah, well, me and Steven, we reached an impasse in our relationship, and unfortunately, it didn't work out. And ironically, the last thing we'll probably ever shoot together is the 4 rounds of Jello wrestling. But that's what happens sometimes. You know, we couldn't keep going on as coworkers if there was something else that was going on between us that couldn't happen. So, and the way he reacted the last time I saw him was quite mean. So I see no point in ever assuming that him and I are ever going to work together again, but I wish him the best. I mean, if you were to apologize, maybe, no, even if you were to apologize, I think that once a relationship hits a certain point, there's like, you're just not compatible as much as we were compatible, you know, in the way that we talked and interacted and joked together and had similar intellects and senses of humor and spirits of adventure. The emotional connection, I think, is almost even more important than that. And it was just unsustainable. So I'm currently watching the fight. Sorry, I was addressing some viewer concerns between Jake Paul and Deji right now. Jake Paul is bleeding from the nose. I mean, if I'm going to call who's going to win right now. Oh, the KSI and Logan Paul site is down. Well, not on YouTube. I paid $13 to watch it on YouTube. It's up. But yeah, if I'm going to call who's going to win right now, it's definitely going to be Deji. But I mean, it depends how they're counting the points. Like this might, and is likely not to be perhaps a TKO. Ooh. I mean, I'm looking at Deji versus Jake Paul. I said they're pretty evenly matched. I mean, I know they're matched in weight. I don't know. I was like, is Deji a little thicker? He's a little shorter, but he seems to be like more rectangular. Like there's more heft to him. He's more compact. Hi, Efrain. So guys, now Jake Paul's just currently sitting down. If you guys want to know what I've been up to the last week, I didn't put out a video for my patrons on Wednesday because somebody who pays for my not my Snapchat tier, my private Skype tier, he said, I want you to finish, the 25 bras in 2 or 3 minutes. And the next color I want you to do is yellow because I really like you in yellow. So I said, okay, cool. You're paying for my Skype tier. Of course, I'll see if I can make that happen. However, yellow bras are not very common. So I shot 3 days in 3 different malls to get 25 yellow bras. I just finished shooting today. I started editing it last night. I didn't want to rush it because it's the end of the month and this is where people decide to pledge or unpledge. So I don't want to give them something that they don't like. And I know some of you here are my patrons, right? Efrain, you certainly are. I think Daniel, you are. That video is going to come out after I finish watching the fight. Now, one concern that I have is, when is Logan going to be on? Because he actually said that he was on at 4 p.m., but maybe he's not going to, there's going to be a break, I guess, in which case I'll shut this down, finish my edit, and then come back for Logan. I mean, my attention is evidently divided because I'm looking at your chat while I'm watching them fight. So where am I watching? I'm watching it on YouTube. I included the link already in the chat. It's on the channel. What's damaged? Heavy arms from Deji. So the channel is, KSI vs Logan. KSI vs Logan. Oh. Oh, so Deji's kind of getting pummeled by Jake at this point. Oh, sorry. And yes, you are too, Mole Man. You're my patron. So Francis, I'm going to miss it too. I'm getting ready to go to a wedding. Who's winning? They haven't put the points. I mean, Jake Paul was bleeding from the nose Supreme night. But he's getting in a lot of hits on Deji, and they might determine the winner by points, not by total knockout. Who knows what could happen? Anything could happen at any time. But it's it looks like it's going to come down to points, so it's hard to call it actually at this point. But they legitimately are fighting. Are they fighting as violently as like professional fighters or vigorously? Not necessarily, not right now. They both appear to be extremely fatigued right now in round 4 of 6. There's only 1 minute, 4 seconds left in the 4th round. So yeah, I had said before, if I was ever offered to box another female, I mean, I have my face to think about. I have my brain to think about. You also have your popularity to think about, which might go, okay, maybe it's worth, it's worth sacrificing a bit of the brain or the beauty to get some more popularity. But I don't know. I think for guys, if they get scars and broken noses, people are a little bit more aesthetically forgiving than if, say, a woman who is judged as much for her brains as her beauty on YouTube is. So, yeah, and I love physical things. I love going on hikes. I love going on runs. I don't do enough dancing, but I enjoy dancing too. But the violence part of it kind of turns me off from ever fighting. So it's still like nobody's gotten knocked out. Jake Paul's still bleeding from the nose. KSI versus Logan hasn't happened yet. I thought it was supposed to be happening at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But he's not, apparently. I don't think he's coming on again until 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be extremely late, though, in the UK. So 9UW member says untrained amateurs are hard to watch. I mean, this is still, to me, this is still entertaining. Deji's struggling cardio-wise. The only thing wrong with Jake is his perpetually bleeding nose. I wonder if he broke his nose. Oh, I can hear Keemstar for some reason. Is Keemstar commentating live? Or is anybody else here watching? Have fun at your wedding, by the way, Efrain. Oh, you got the ring, girl. They say that Jake's strategy is better. No, you can't see the screen, Supreme Knight. I'm not allowed to show that footage. Anybody who shows that footage will get a copyright strike. They said that that was the case, and I fully believe that to be true. So I can't show the screen. It's not going to happen. So if you want to click off, I fully understand, because I can't show the actual fight. I can tell you what's going on. There's blue lights that are scanning the crowd. Deji's wearing a red sequins kilt. Jake Paul's bleeding from the nose. Deji's exhausted physically, but so it seems like Jake has better endurance, but he has this persistent nosebleed, which must be distracting. And as the commentator said, it's really difficult to keep fighting when you're swallowing blood. I don't know what that's like. I hope I never know what that's like. Hey, Daniel. So if you are my patron, there is a video coming out today. I have some of the photos here. I went and took them at the mall. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by multiple notifications at once. But yeah, like I took some more photos at the mall, and so I'm going to assemble that and upload that. And I'm sorry if I didn't produce 2 videos this week. This video took 3 days to shoot, though. Unfortunately, I don't feel like it's any better than any of my other red or black bra or white bra videos. Oh, Jake, pause. Oh, he's looking for the big punch to end it. Oh. What? Jake Paul just won. Jake Paul just won. Wow. Jake Paul won. Ooh, I got chills. That was surprising. So it was on points, and then Deji called it. I'm not lying. Jake Paul won. He just won. They didn't even finish the match. Deji couldn't even stand anymore. Deji was about to pass out. So Daniel says, as lucky as you say, yellow bras are rare. If you're lucky, you will create a trend on them. There is a slight yellow bra trend that's going on right now. I don't know if I have it in my bag. Jake Paul won, but I did find I can't. I'll have to. I'll have to find it later, Daniel. I did find an on-trend yellow bra at La Senza, and it's the new trend where there's like the printed bands that say different things. They could say like Supreme, or they say Calvin Klein, or they say like inspirational phrases. So it has the La Senza printed band with the bright yellow cup. So, and that mustard yellow, you see it a lot in the fall collections right now. But bras themselves, women have a tendency to buy black, white, or nude because it doesn't show beneath clothing. And if they want to be exciting for their partners, they typically go for red, or maybe gold, or maybe pink. Yellow is not a color that looks good on everyone, so they don't go hard in the yellow. So I had to really look and stretch to get it. Plus, it was very hot in the mall. The air conditioners had broken down, so my hair just went to shit immediately. You'll see the video. Hopefully, you guys will understand. Hopefully, I won't have on pledges saying I'm not that exciting or I'm not that sexy. I didn't also feel very sexy at the end of the month. As a woman, my life's been difficult lately because my ex-partner and I are having issues, but so Postal Dude says, games are bad. They make you mad. Hi there. Hi, Postal Dude. Are you actually a Postal Dude? Postal Dude? So, yeah, because I was sad last week, not about Steven, about my ex-husband or live-in partner, and I wasn't feeling good. It took me multiple days on top of not finding the bras, and I just feel like I wasn't moving as well. Maybe you guys won't see any of this. Like, this is the hell that goes on behind the scenes when you're trying to craft something of quality that thankfully the audience doesn't have to see, though I guess it is sort of fascinating. It would be fascinating maybe for you guys to see what does it take to hold up your phone 600 times, to make a video with 25 different bras. I know I'm supposed to be talking about Jake Paul versus Deji right now, by the way, but the fight wrapped. Shockingly, Jake Paul won. I could be live tweeting this, doesn't matter. He won because Deji got exhausted and he put in more blows than Deji, even though Deji got him in the face and got his nose to bleed. So you could say in some way, like, Deji got in a square hit. That's, one thing you can give him, even if he didn't make it to the end of the match. Unless he was paid off to throw it. I mean, again, I had said this at the top of the show. We don't know. We don't know if this is all set up, because we know that they've created a whole documentary and a whole reality show narrative. So 2 narratives out of this. And there's money riding on this. And I know that Jake Paul has far more money than Deji, I think. So, because he is a much more successful Jake Paul. Wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable. I didn't think he would win. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Just like Logan versus KSI. Hard to say. No, KSI isn't on yet. It was Deji. It was the other brothers, Jake Paul versus Deji, and Jake Paul won, which is very surprising. Anyhow, so back to the yellow bras, if you guys care. And if you're not my patron, consider becoming it on patreon.com/Davidson video. Consider subscribing, liking this video if you're here, even though we're hanging out, we're chatting. Okay, so Jake's about to talk. I feel amazing, man. I worked so hard for this. Deji fought an amazing fight. I respect him. I hope you learned a lesson about the things that he said, because he said shit about my family that wasn't cool. So hopefully he'll learn from that. But much respect to Deji. No hard feelings. I'm feeling amazing right now. This year, just in general, has been tough for me, man. Controversies, friendship fallouts, losses, the list goes on. It hasn't been an easy year. And this fight for me was fighting against all of those things. It wasn't just some boxing match. Hopefully I'm talking right. I was putting my heart on the line to show myself that I can conquer those things. that I can overcome adversity. No matter how hard situations are, I never wanted to give up. And tonight, I'm going to celebrate this win by, I'm also excited to announce that I'm launching a clothing line on RNBO. People are booing. Rise and be original, RNBO. That's my sayings, guys. You got to rise every single day, which is true. Rise like a champion, be original. It's true. Go to shoprnbo.com right now. There's only 500 shirts up. They're going to go fast. It's a limited collection. Is this helpful to you guys, me narrating what he's saying? Or is it confusing? Because I'm dealing with a lot. So he says, I want to thank a lot of people. I had an amazing boxing team. My coach, Millen, he put so much time, effort, and energy into this. I'm so excited that we won tonight. I want to thank my partners. So, also, I'm going to put out a video, by the way, guys, that's 100 bras in maybe a minute or maybe 2 minutes, because now that I have 4, I did red, black, white, and yellow, I can put it together and make 100, which I think will be interesting for people. So Daniel says, speculation time. KSI Logan, get an idea to box and conspire for more viewers. Well, that's exactly what they did. Then betting companies get involved and force an actual fight. Oh, that you mean that's the conspiracy theory? So they're actually forced to perform, or the mafia is going to take them down? Jake's looking more handsome than usual. I don't know why. Maybe it's the camera. Not that he's an ugly guy, but he's looking more handsome than usual. So how long are we from? Oh, he's talking to Deji now. He's like, Deji, you fought your heart out. You have the respect of everyone in the room. He says he feels like he let people down. But he says it's not the end of him. He's going to come back from this because they are fighting again. Hi, Wall Street Tech, by the way. Deji's promising a comeback. This is the other way that they could have perhaps orchestrated this, that they want one brother to win one set of matches, and then they want the other opposing pair of brothers to win the other time, so that everyone's happy, right? The fandoms on both sides. Because right now the fandoms of Deji and KSR are probably a little disappointed. They're not fighting again. Deji's speaking right now. So you think that Logan Paul's going to get his brains knocked out? Oh, so he wants to fight anyone. So he's not going to fight Jake. So maybe Jake's only fighting once and that's it. Yeah, they are actually fighting again. Apparently there's a fight that's going to take place in America. So let's go. Second, Logan Paul fight America in like 6 months or 8 months. Excuse me. Yeah, so the first will take place on the 25th of August, and the second fight is scheduled for February 2019 and will take place at an undecided venue in the United States of America. Yes, I do, Arby. That's what it's filled with. And I also have rentals. I do. So if you go to patreon.com/DavidsonVideo, I do. And if you want to rent one video for $5 instead of $10 for unlimited, I recommend the $10 because you get like over 100 videos. You go to censored.uncensored.com for my Vimeo on Direct page, but you must be of age because it's artistic material only suitable for older viewers. It's not porn, but yes, there is nudity. You have to go and pay. So go to censoreduncensored.com or you go to patreon.com/DavidsonVideo. So I've been watching the comments, Saif says, and Davidson's reaction, and it's amazing. Honestly, was there ever a doubt that Jake would lose? Jake Paul got his 6-pack back while Deji was eating donuts this whole time. Thank you, Saif. So you care about the fight too as much as I do. So how long until he comes on? So there's 800,000 people watching. That means 800,000 people, holy shit, paid $10. So that's like $8 million they've made. And YouTube's made a fortune because they take 30% of the, unless they negotiated, maybe they only are giving YouTube 10%, but still. Yeah, 800,651 people are watching. It is a watershed moment for YouTube culture that people are doing bigger things, because we started on the small screen and the very small screen, and we're still on the very small screen, but there's opportunities to be on other screens that look better, that are more compelling, that are higher production value, and there's more money the higher the production value, provided you don't burn your budget or create like a flop at the box office. I mean, I find this all inspiring, as much as it's, you know, kind of a gratuitous, violent display. It just shows what is possible for online performers with fandoms. You know, you can create anything and create a draw for any kind of event, provided that it's interesting and make, you know, and grow, and not just limit yourself to YouTube. The days of just being a YouTuber are in the past. We're now in the era of the talent. Is finally YouTubers are being recognized as talent and athletes, as opposed to just, oh, you're a YouTuber. Oh, you make money at that? Yeah, actually I do. Even me, I make money at that. Hi, Emma. I make money at that because I have rentals on censored.com. I get tipped when I go live, and I have my monthly patrons and multiple tiers. And who's to say I can't create a film and charge, you know, $14.99 or $10 to rent the film? I've already done it. I did rentals in the past when I did 2 documentaries, which are actually on my Patreon, the 30 days of breast fees and 30 days of booty pics. And, you know, just to see what would happen on my Instagram if I followed a trend for a month. And it had emotional consequences. It made me more creative. It was exhausting. And it also had interesting social consequences, in that in one case, I lost followers, and in the other case, I gained. Cleavage, as a spoiler, is more popular than booty in my case. Who knows why that was? But I think it was also the way where my account was at that point, because my account at that point wasn't just about being sexy. So I think it was jarring for some people that were there for my more artistic projects. Anyhow, this is inspiring because, you know, YouTubers can do bigger things. Fandoms enable bigger things. It's an interdependent, mutually beneficial relationship. So thank you for watching me. Thank you for letting us try different things. And good for you, Jake Paul. Congratulations. And good for you, Deji, for, you know, giving it your all. So Taif says, I'm a fan of Raka Raka, and I was rooting for Jake so far. 2 out of 2 correct positions, or predictions, sorry. Yeah, it does. Sorry. As Daniel said, yeah, it does compare to broadcast TV shows and news channels in terms of viewership. So you want Logan to win against KSI? Yeah, I want Logan to win just because I think, you know, he's a pretty boy. He's inspiring to me again for the same reasons. You know, he's business minded, but he's also an entertainer. He's athletic. He's fearless, or rather, he's courageous, because everyone's naturally got some fear. He might have done some shitty ass fucking things, but he didn't kill anybody. He maybe showed kids some stuff they shouldn't have seen. He maybe took advantage of a very sad situation, which is a little amoral. But there's a lot to, I think, still applaud or appreciate about Logan Paul, even if you don't like him. So that's why I'm rooting for him. And I don't really know KSI. All I know is that he did reaction videos. He rode that wave. I mean, he obviously is charismatic, but I'm more attached to Logan Paul. No, I'm not doing porn Supreme Night. That's not my jam. I create more interesting projects on the internet. I like trying new things. What I realize right now that is the most lucrative is that if there's some degree of me trying shocking things that other women won't try, like the 1 finger selfie challenge, uncensored, or the whole process of trying on bras, uncensored. But it's not sex acts. You can't show that on Patreon. But it is still exciting. And I guess I'm like a YouTuber gone wild. But there's another side of me that's really intellectual. I enjoy hosting live streams. I enjoy giving my opinion sometimes. I'm more of a complex creator as opposed to like a flat one. And maybe I would do better if I was flat. Like there's a girl called Bikini Ifrit who just, shakes her butt and she's doing really well. And is she more beautiful than I am? I don't actually think so. But because she's very much just offering a very sensual experience, that attracts and retains more people. So, but she's more of an adult performer at heart than I am. I'm more of a businesswoman, I think, sometimes that's made a choice. I mean, I am a bit of an exhibitionist. I'm a model by trade. I was a model before I started doing this stuff. I gave up modeling at modeling agencies because it's a time drain and there's not that much work in Montreal. And I am good, but I'm not, I don't want to say that I'm not a supermodel because I feel like that just like levels me down, like saying that I could never be as popular, because all a supermodel is somebody who makes a name for themselves. Like there's just as beautiful models as some of the people as household names. It's just that supermodels make themselves known as household names. Yes, there are women clearly that are much more beautiful than I am, but because I was never going to reach the height and I didn't want to play just the beauty game, just like I don't want to be a porn star because I don't want to play just the sex game. I don't want to be a model because I don't want to just have to constantly impress photographers and casting directors with the way I look. I need to do something else, and I need to have the power of creation. So, what did I say? Did I say something weird, Saif? Did I do something weird? I can't see myself right now because I'm being divided. I'm hearing them discuss the fight. Actually, should I even keep this in my ear? Because, like, I don't know who these people are right now. I want to see what Twitter's saying. Oh, they're just talking about it's one thing sparring, it's another thing fighting, which again, yeah, like I noticed when I did the Jello wrestling. I can't. I'm going to tweet. Believe Jake Paul won. Am live discussing my live reactions to the fight. So KSI versus Logan. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'll be back with you in a second. So someone just tweeted, which was funny, concept bleeding like Jake Paul for Halloween, because Jake Paul really got bloody. They said he looked like Bane at the beginning. The main thing that people are showing is the fact that Jake Paul's face got so bloody on Twitter. Hi, Dizzy. So Saif said, I was saying Logan looks as ripped as he was in the movie The Thinning. I'm not sure if you watched it. It's about kids. If they don't pass tests, they'd be executed. No, I've never seen it. Daniel says, when you talk about your trials and tribulations of being an entrepreneur, I can relate to those feelings. And it's like, hey, someone else knows how hard it is. Yeah. And it's hard to constantly, have the energy to keep going sometimes. It's hard when your life throws you curveballs. It's hard when your body changes, like, even though you guys tell me I look great, I feel like, I'm not getting any younger, and I'm very insecure about that sometimes. That's why when also too, people like KSI, Logan Paul, Deji, and Jake Paul do events like this, like I know what goes into it. There's so much more goes into it than what you see. It's a long, exhausting, incessant process. I'm going to put this back on because I'm afraid I'm going to miss the beginning of the fight. Anybody got any questions? So Saif says KSI is mean. He got muscle, but not as much as Logan, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, I saw the weigh-in, but yeah, I mean, Logan and Jake got really ripped. They truly got ripped. Oh, the final fight is happening when? Right now? We're at the main event. Quite quiet. Not yet. I mean, hold on. Let me put in the chat. When is the main event? When does the main event? Because kids, you know, they'd have to get their parents' credit card. So actually, I do wonder what the actual numbers are for payment. I mean, for me, $12 is, you know, actually it's an employment expense, it's a business expense. It's not that big of a deal, but for, you know, a 14-year-old or even some 21-year-olds, it might be a significant expense. Okay, so we're seeing KSI right now. He's hyping himself up. This is going to be crazy. So nobody's watching live with me side by side? Actually, I'll see if anybody joined my Patreon. So a receipt for my purchase. Nobody became my patron yet. Hi, Bradley. How's it going? So I am narrating the fight, KSI versus Logan Paul. Deji and Jake Paul just fought. Surprisingly to me, sort of, Jake Paul won. I mean, I guess him and Logan are, you know, they're very hardworking brothers. They're very committed to success. So they both spent the last, you know, 6 months training exclusively for this moment. So, I mean, I thought that Deji would surely be doing the same, but knowing what the Pauls have already accomplished, sorry, I'm blotting my lipstick, they're forced to be reckoned with. And so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. But so Daniel said, many of the YouTubers I watched disappeared because their topic was no longer a fad or their environment changed too much and they couldn't keep up. Your channel content is cool and current. Well, thank you, Daniel. I try. I have some ideas for stuff coming up. I am going to hire my camera woman more frequently. I may offload certain types of editing. I'm still not comfortable with her editing me nude yet. I still like having control of that because I feel like when she shot me sitting on the cheesecakes, she had to really get underneath me. And I was like, you know, I was, again, concerned more, I think, about my cellulite than what I was showing her. It's more me, because you guys don't know this about the duct tape bikini in public, like because I was in such harsh sunlight, I had to soften some of the shots because things were jiggling. But yeah, so I don't want to, when you work, you know, when you do anything nude, you have to really have a comfortable relationship with the people that are filming you, or at least you have to have so much confidence that their opinion doesn't matter. And you would think that I'm a super confident person, and to a certain degree I am, but I really focus sometimes on my flaws. But I mean, I'm human. I think we all are. And I know I still have areas to improve. So, but that was the one realization, Daniel, that I made, is that I need to hire her more because I am burning out. Like, I am absolutely burning out lately. Like, with my personal life changing and caring about my ex-husband and wanting to try to make things right, not being able to, and like just wanting to get more in shape. Like, whenever you try to get in shape, like, this is the reason why Logan Paul and Jake Paul took time off to train. To look like a model, you actually have to train, and you are working out, say, an hour and a half a day, and then you're exhausted. Do you have as much energy to shoot? to shoot or to make yourself up or to film and then to edit all alone. No, you need to bring in a team. So Andres said, did KSI fight yet? No, it's going to happen soon. So KSI stats, 25, 6 feet, 187. Logan Paul, 23, 6'2", 189, 75. God, Logan's hot. God, that man gives me just the vapors. He is just so fucking attractive to me. He's just cute and hot. He's adorable. Maybe he's a dick. Maybe him and I wouldn't get along. Maybe I would get tired of him doing stupid shit or dangerous shit. I wouldn't like him putting me in danger. I hope that a lot of his dangerous stuff is faked, but I don't think it is. Like when he gets on dirt bikes, it's not fake. Thank you for saying I'm gorgeous, Bradley. I know it's weird to, I want to make a video about that, but I don't think people would understand that while you have some awareness, and I don't want this to come off as arrogant, while you have some awareness that you are attractive, you don't ever fully feel it. And when I was more beautiful, when I was younger, I was always hard on myself and never quite sure and thinking I needed makeup when I didn't need a stitch. And all I needed was to dress well and to, get a nice haircut. And now that I'm older, I do pay more attention to putting myself together a little more. And I think I'm a little bit more self-aware, but I think that happens to any person as they mature. But yet, when you're pretty, you don't feel it. You don't understand how people see you. Like, I can look at photos when I edit myself and I go, okay, that's a beautiful photo. Like, let me show you one that I can tell is beautiful. But I don't think of it as myself. I think of it as, okay, I got a good angle of myself. My face is looking pretty. I like this. Like other people will find this aesthetically pleasing. But in terms of me walking out in public or how people think of me, I don't feel always confident or feel it or feel like I get a benefit from it, even if that's how I make my living, is by men finding me, let's be honest, by men finding me attractive. Sorry, I got to find one that I can show you where I can say that I feel like I look good. Sorry, let's find a good photo. That one's, I don't know. I don't like the expression there. Sorry, all these yellow bra photos. So we're just on pause right now. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Are they starting to fight now? Is it about to happen? Oh, now they're doing an intro. Sorry, let me just show you a photo where I can tell. Because we're talking about looks right now. I feel like, it'll be controversial if I make a video. I have to make sure that, hold on, let me crop it so that I don't get the bits that YouTube's going to give me shit for. So I don't even think in this photo I look that great. But I can say that here, this is a selfie, so of course it's going to make my nose look slightly bigger because the camera's close to my face. But here I can say, okay, fine. Although I don't even know that it's showing up right. I look beautiful. But if I make a video talking about being told I'm beautiful, people are going to be like, bitch, you're not beautiful. Okay, so now they're doing an intro of the fight. There's a montage going on right now that they're broadcasting, by the way. I hope someday if it doesn't work out for me and my ex-husband, I hope someday that I can find someone that's like a Logan Paul that's not Logan Paul. Because I dig him. But yeah, if I make a video saying, oh, this is the experience of being beautiful or being told you're beautiful. I guess if I frame it that way, maybe people won't react as poorly to it. But it's like sometimes you feel it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you take it for granted. Sometimes you want the attention. Sometimes the attention is pleasurable. I think it's starting. Sometimes the attention, leads you to people wanting to be close to you for the wrong reasons. Or people have this cognitive dissonance wherein they're like, well, if you're intelligent, you're automatically ugly or you're uglier. But if you shut your mouth and you just coo like Piper Blush, you're more beautiful. So who do you play? And can you be both? Can you be both beautiful and intelligent? Is it intimidating to be beautiful, opinionated, articulate? Yes, I think it is. I think it's very intimidating for some people, and they'll treat you like shit, especially women, other women. And then there's the men who want to objectify you, so they don't want you to have a brain or a soul. But then other men like you guys, you like that I have a brain, you like that I have a soul, and you don't mind that I get beautiful and I'm willing to share my body with you. So why are Logan Paul and Jake Paul doing the whole Bane thing, walking in? They've got these face masks. Looking like a snack, Logan. I'd hop up on that. Oh my God. Looking like a snack, boy. Which channel is it? I paid for it. It's KSI versus Logan. So youtube.com, KSI versus Logan. But if you're talking about where you can see my uncensored content, you go to patreon.com/DavisonVideo. So Daniel said, always wanted to ask about that look of your face with the mouse Leos. Is that a trademark look you use or had success with? Well, it's generally just like the model pose. The whatever it's called, the smize with your eyes and then your lips slightly pursed. If you look in fashion magazines, that's what models do. Other than that, what is the alternative? The small smile, the big smile, the you know, like, I don't know, I can fucking model for hours. KSI did not fight. They're in the ring right now. Logan looking like a snack with his Bane, his rhinestone Bane face mask. I don't know why he's wearing it. Oh, so KSI's, there's still a couple minutes till KSI enters the ring. Which channel? I've said already, no on TV. I don't think it's on TV. It's only on the web. It's KSI versus Logan, and it's $10 US, $13 Canadian. 9 pounds or 10 pounds. It's not on TV. I mean, beauty is to a certain degree in the eye of the beholder. You know, I keep talking about how Logan Paul's a snack to me, but he's not a snack to everyone. Some people just think he looks like a frat boy and there's nothing remarkable about him. But I feel like his eyes, like there's something similar about me and Logan Paul's faces, sort of like we've got kind of similar noses, and you have a tendency to find people attractive that resemble you. Like we both have like that kind of Greek kind of nose thing going on, and you know, the wide, bright eyes. And he's the size of the dudes that I always like. I always like dudes between 6 feet tall to 6'2". He's young. He's in shape. He's got a beautiful smile. Whatever. I don't want to talk about Logan Paul. I'm drooling over Logan Paul. That's why I'm watching this. Logan, I'll never have you. I've accepted it. There's a point at which I thought it might be possible. Not anymore. I don't want to have you. I would like to experience you, but not first for the short term. Maybe it would definitely be short term because I'm so much older than him, but I'm better suited probably just strategically to someone who's older because I'm mature now and I want something emotionally satisfying. I just don't want, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Flirting is cool, but like I'm too sensitive a person to just casually date a bunch of people, or casually. I would just be too gaga over Logan to be casual, I think, unless his personality, I would get to know him and be like, I actually don't really like him that much, and then he would decrease in attractiveness. Daniel says, I would like to experience you. That's pretty much every man's brain most of the time. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't feel like that way about most guys. You know what I mean? That's what's rare about him. I think women are a little bit more selective and picky. Maybe some are, but I am. I'm not saying they have to be perfect. There's so many different types of attractive, beautiful people on the planet. But it's not that common that I get like really immediately. I'm like, yes, this is my jam. Like, he is my thing. Logan happens to be my thing physically. But I think men's threshold is maybe lower. Like, that's why when I worry about being hot, right, there are certain things that I can control for, because there are people that talk about the wall that a woman hits in her 40s. Men, as long as certain men like thicker girls, but as long as you're in shape, as long as you're slightly toned, As long as you have nice hair, as long as you have nice bright teeth, and yeah, you have a nice shape, men will find you attractive. So what women worry about, like being, at the level of Victoria's Secret, just walking down the runway level of fitness, that's not even the threshold for most men. Most men are just like, yeah, you're hot. Like they're just okay with it, which thank God you guys are like that. But women, because we're the ones that get pregnant, I think, and we're the ones that get all the offers, right? Because sex doesn't matter as much to us. Our standards, I think, a lot of the time are a little bit different or higher or more complex. And that's not a diss to men. It's just that you guys just want fitness, like, and maybe some people will argue what you also want youth, but. So Daniel says, it's weird for me to hear about things like the wall women hit in their 40s. Okay, so KSI is currently walking in, by the way. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I guess so. In a different time. And I mean, I went into the dermatologist, the cosmetic dermatologist last week, and I was getting a mole looked at, which I already took off. So he's like, I have nothing to see here but a scar. If it changes, come back. But I bought myself some mineral sunscreen. I bought myself some brightening serum for a little spot here. I bought myself some Retin-A. All of this together, you don't even want to know how much money this is. $350. But when I went in, they were like, you do not look 40. I'm like, what the fuck does 40 look like? Like, I want to know. Why do I look younger? What is it that makes me look younger? Is it just the way I dress? Is it my skin is clear? Is it that I don't have, I mean, I do have some wrinkles. I do have some, I don't know. I should just be thankful. I mean, I take a great care in taking care of myself. I mean, I should talk about the wall as a woman. There's so many things that I could turn to videos and then I haven't, because I get so depleted just trying to get through, making good content for my patrons and being a mom, and we're doing all this on my own. So I feel like I need to center myself and write out my points and set things up to like make, little monologues on the wall. But I do, you're right. There is a market for that. Or what it's like to be told that you're beautiful. I'll get heat for it, but then maybe, I will get followers if I'm frank. Okay, so the announcer's in the ring. Hi, John. How's it going? The new video is going to be out in a few hours. I'm just finishing watching this. By the looks of it, this is only going to be on for another hour. So I'll only be on for another hour, and then I'll finish the video, upload it. And it took me 4 days, 3 shoot days, and 4 days to make 25 yellow bras. It was intense and difficult. And it's not the best one out of the series. Like, I really like the black bra one because I feel like there was lots of beautiful, and even the white bra one was kind of cool. But I don't feel there's as many iconic shots in the yellow bra one, which makes me kind of sad, but you'll see. And then I'm also going to put it up for rental if you don't want to become my patron on uncensored.com. I have to upload more rentals to Censored Uncensored. I don't like I'm feeling a little insecure because I took it a little bit easier yesterday because, my sadness. And I just don't want to, I feel like I'm falling behind a little bit. But so John says, I forgot to check the Logan Paul stuff out. Okay, so they're just entering the ring. If you're watching this, if you're showing up, I can't show this, but I'm going to commentate. Logan looks kind of relaxed and ready to fight. KSI looks a little bit more unnerved. So Daniel predicts a draw. I can't say. I want to say I almost think it's going to be KSI, but maybe it'll be Logan. Okay. Well, they're definitely already doing a rematch in the States in February because they want to capitalize financially on two different continents. First, they're doing, the UK, and then they're going to do the US, which makes sense because they're probably making more in actual physical ticket sales and merch sales at the venue than they are in online. I don't know that though for sure, but I know that certain tickets at this venue go for $2,000 or more. So of course they want to do it twice. This is it. I can't even believe we've arrived. And then, you know what? It's going to be New Year's before we know it. Life is going to change again before we know it. Life's just like that, isn't it? Right? It just seems like something is forever away, that we're always going to be heartbroken or we're always going to have difficulties. But usually things end up, changing in ways that we can't fully appreciate over time, and things that we anticipate are over before we know it. I mean, maybe I'm just being a little too philosophical or bittersweet right now. So 9UW says, I barely know KSI exists, so that's the point in his favor in my books in this case. So I hope he wins. So you guys are all Team KSI with the exception of Saif, right? I'm Team Logan. I want Logan to win, but I think KSI is going to win. Oh, they started. They're both sharply dressed. Again, the Deji and KSI have those kilts. Deji's kilts is the UK flag because he wants the UK to cheer for him. Logan is, of course, repping his Maverick merch, which netted him, $100 million or maybe $500 million. Logan's doing a lot of aggressive smiling. Wow, he's really jabbing from far. He's not getting in there. Wow. Logan just hit him twice. Logan's got a really far punching reach. So you're here to hang out with me, John? Well, that's very sweet of you. I got to watch the fight and talk to you guys. Wow, Logan's doing so much better right now. Logan's going to kill him. I feel like I'd be surprised if Logan doesn't. Logan's his arms are so long. And he's taller. Oh my God. Logan, a couple hooks and he's smiling. Logan. His reach, that's what it's called. Logan's reach is superior to KSI's reach. I know it's based on weight and not height, but guys with a certain amount of height, it seems like they sometimes have an advantage. He's got 2 inches of advantage in long arms. Wow. Guys, already I'm going to give this to Logan. I'm giving it to Logan. It's not even done. I'm giving it to Logan. 43 seconds in the first round left. They're cheering for KSI. They're going in. I think Logan Paul physically is a physically superior specimen. He's taunting. Oh my God. Usually taunting's not good in a boxing match because you deplete your energy, but Logan's taunting KSI. I think that Logan's just a physically superior. Oh my God. Logan Paul smashing him in the face. Oh my God. Logan Paul's killing him, guys. He's just physically more capable. We just passed the hour mark. Round one, clearly was Logan. That was phenomenal. So John says, maybe you think Logan has been doing some secret training? Yeah, all that Logan's been doing has been training his ass off. That's why he stopped daily vlogging. And he is an athlete in multiple disciplines. First, he was a football player. That didn't work out. Then he became more flexible and a weightlifter, right? He did the splits around the world. Now he's becoming more of a fighter. I don't know. I don't know. I understand why I like Logan. I don't know. I'm in awe. I'm like, wow, yes, you go, my man. Fight him, beat his ass. I'm a cave woman right now. But yeah, Logan definitely has been doing some kind of training. Like, am I yelling too loud, guys? Because when I have the earphones in, I can't tell. But Logan might have been training with some serious high level, like, you know, KGB style, Secret Service, military, or intelligence, or military, or Marine level fighting. I think just all he did was get fucking good at boxing, and it shows. Now Logan's holding KSI. KSI is Rocky, Logan is the Russian. So you think that, I don't know, Logan's going to, unless KSI just comes back and takes this at the final moment, I think it's nearly impossible. Yeah, Logan Paul's really good at jabbing. Deji did get one hit in. Unless KSI's strategy was to go lighter in the first. I feel like KSI will have won his first match with that Joe guy, against that Joe guy. He's going to lose this match against Logan. Hit the like button if you're here. Ask me questions about the match. I mean, you guys are here to hang out with me. It doesn't look like this really got distributed. Oh. Logan Paul just hit him in the face again twice, sadistically, as the announcer said. Logan seems to enjoy this. How is it sick and twisted? I mean, I guess normally boxers don't smile. They said there's a lot of talking to each other. Maybe they'll include that in the documentary. Left and right from Logan. It's in KSI's country. It's in the UK. It's England, in England. One punch can change everything for this. Sorry, guys, I'm just watching. I was just checking my messages. If you have any questions, just leave it in the chat. So the reach advantage that the KSI had in his first fight, he doesn't have this. Whoa, big right and left for Logan. JJ got one. So I guess his name is JJ KSI. JJ got one in on Logan, but Logan got then two punches. So are we in the third yet? Doesn't say. I thought we were only in the second. Oh, we're done the second. Oh, KSI gave a punch after the bell. People getting angry. Jake Paul got in the ring. So KSI fought dirty because he just punched Logan after the bell. I don't know if you get a penalty. So Jake's talking to Logan. Yeah, exactly. That's really fast. I've never seen a match go this fast. I know. Well, that was the same thing with the Jake Paul versus Deji. How long are boxing matches usually? They're usually longer and UFC's usually longer, depending on like how the fight goes, right? So it's usually 3 minutes for men. Is it 3 minutes right now? Yeah, it's 3 minutes for men, and they're going 6 rounds, not 10 rounds. Or sorry, non-title fights can be of any length under 12 rounds, but typically are 10. Non-title fights can be any length under 12 rounds, but are typically 10 rounds or fewer. They're doing 6 rounds of 3 minutes each, and I don't know if it's because there's less hits that this is shorter, but we're at round 3 of 6. It's going to be over before we know it. Oh, they're grappling. JJ, Logan in trouble. No, Logan's not going to. Unless JJ really gets a square one on Logan, Logan's not going down, I don't think. He says Logan's scrappy. That's what I said. Logan doesn't have his hands up all the time, but he judges his opportunities to punch. He said if JJ connects once, he could change it. He connected with the side of the temple. JJ's being aggressive. Logan, 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 Logan. Logan's main strategy is just to stay as far away as he can from KSI and jab him, not getting close. I guess he knows his strengths and weaknesses. Oh. Logan went in, but then KSI came back. KSI gave another. KSI keeps going for Logan's temples. Logan's not keeping the distance as well. He just got hit in the nose. Logan needs to keep his left hand up more because KSI keeps going for the right temple. They're both going hard, though. I don't think they're phoning this in. Logan's looking tired, just got hit in the nose. Logan's getting tired. Logan's trying to catch his breath. So Logan's looking rougher now. He's not looking as good as he did at the beginning. So 9UW says this is probably scripted. That's what I said. There's always a possibility, but they do legitimately seem to be fighting. But maybe the outcome, but maybe what the entire thing is. Logan's not keeping his left hand up, and he needs to. End of round 3. John says, I'll have to find out online after it's over. I'm sure several people will put it up, even though copyright owners will be shutting it down quick. Yeah, well, I mean, that's my concern with even this broadcast, even though I've included no copyrighted content, and it's my reaction, so it's protected under fair use. I don't want them to just blanket take down Logan versus KSI videos without looking at what the content is, but I clearly say in the title that this is a live reaction and not the actual fight itself. So if people are looking for reaction compilations to Logan Paul, they can include me as long as they attribute me. I mean, I guess I was looking for wow, the big shock reaction. If something shocking happens, I'm still holding out for that. There's 3 rounds left. So hold on. Does Logan want it? Let's see. Because Logan's more tired, which is surprising. Maybe because he's bigger. KSI's. They're locking right now. They're like, big breaths from Logan. So maybe Logan went too hard the first, and then KSI's now. So he's pushing KSI. There's a boo. Logan looks shattered. He looks tired. Unless this is a scripted part. Referee's trying to stop them from clinching, getting together. They want them to punch. So KSI's doing more hopping than Logan. Logan's not cornering. I guess that dance back and forth is countering. So you think this is the script of Rocky? Are they going to make it all 6 rounds? Sorry, guys, I'm just quiet. I'm engrossed. "41 seconds left in 4. I can't possibly understand how hard this is physically, what they're going through right now. So this is a tough round to call, said the announcer, because they're not engaging in as much sparring right now. If Deji can finish strong, he'll take the round. He's not connecting. So KSI might have won that. So 2 rounds each. 2 rounds Logan, 2 rounds KSI. They said that KSI's done well coming back from the first round where he was dominated. So Logan Paul's looking more sluggish, and KSI's looking more energetic, which is true. It wasn't like that at the beginning. So they said technically this has been superior to any other matches this evening. I mean, KSI has more experience than Logan, though Logan surely fought, like I said before this. So Mr. Field says, I'm not going to watch it. I'm listening to your commentary. Well, it's almost over. 2 more rounds. It's 2 Logan, 2 KSI. Could it be a draw? There you go. That's what John just said. Could it be a draw, or is a draw allowed? I don't know. And if it is a draw, then that's even more motivation that the second fight in February is going to be, a strong pull. Or that's even more motivation for people to show up for the second fight in February. So there's 3 judges. I have no idea how many. 244. I'm watching. I'm learning more about boxing because I never cared about it before, really. I mean, I would watch some UFC, but I never cared about it before this moment. I'm losing focus on doing our lipstick because they both are moving in slow motion. Too close to call at the moment. So Mr. Field says, boxing used to be fun, but now you never know if it's a scripted fight or not. with especially the Don King in the late 90s. Yeah, because there's gambling involved, and there's building up people's personalities, and people want to watch certain fighters and not others, even if certain fighters or other fighters are more technically superior. If they don't have that kind of personality or character draw, they're going to favor, favor the more charismatic. Hello to the 16 people who are here. So we are at round 5 with 117 left in the fifth. So we're round 5 with 117, or now 112 left in the 5th round. Logan Paul's going in hard. He's going in hard. He's unloading. He's unloading on JJ. Logan Paul's all over him, so Logan's going to probably take this round. JJ shook it off, sorry. Logan just dodged a punch. Come on, Logan. So KSI had one punch, that right hook that connected. Who wants it more is what it's about right now. It's so true. When I was a long distance runner, that was true. If you didn't want it, you got to want it. You got to want anything. You got to want it more than you want to breathe to be successful. Sometimes you fail, even if you do want it really badly. But the will makes such a difference, because it just gives you that adrenaline boost. How many? It's got to be like 20. Good left hook from KSI. Now that final round. Who is that? Who got that? I think Logan got it. Did Logan take it? Coming into the 6th. You just have to have someone who dominates it. Wow, that was insane what Logan did. Logan took that. He had to have taken it. So Logan has 3. Logan 3, KSI 2. I'm watching. This is it, man. Let's do this. They're going for it finally. Logan. They're both going wild. Logan got it. They're both getting connected. .234, 233. It's going to be a draw. Clinching again. Come on, Logan. You got to get one good punch in. Like, his little jabs aren't going to be good enough. They look really heavy. Oh, okay. JJ's playing, or KSI's playing more dirtier than Logan, even though Logan was taunting him and laughing at him. 2 minutes. They're making sure there's no points. Logan Paul's looking for the jab. Logan's getting tiny punches in. Come on, Logan. Oh, Logan's bleeding from the nose. JJ's winning. Really? JJ keeps connecting more than Logan. Logan! KSI is all over Logan. Yeah, what can Logan do to redeem himself? Unless it's going to be a draw. Logan, unless this is intentionally a draw, because Logan, why aren't you getting in there with the punches? 30 seconds left. Yes, Logan is as attractive. Logan, get in a punch. It's a draw. It's a draw. It's 14 seconds. Ten seconds. It was a draw. KSI won? Oh, nobody's announced yet. So did he win? So the judges need to deliberate. There you go. It was a close fight. Wow. So KSI was hit harder early on, but then Logan was hit harder at the end. I think they want it to be a draw. It's just a draw. Is KSI crying? Oh no, it's sweat. Yeah, the judges need to read the script. It's true. They're going to call a draw, or they're going to call it. They're making us wait. It's so scripted. I can't believe I bought into this. It's a draw, so they bring us back in February. They got my $13. Congratulations. Do I need to watch this in February? Maybe if I have nothing better to do. My birthday's in February. The Super Bowl's in February. Have they announced yet? They haven't announced if it's who won. It's a draw. It's a draw, or they're going to give up. They're coming down to points. And it'll be a huge upset if it's Logan. So I don't think they're going to say that because it wasn't. Both of them are claiming victory. Both of them are claiming victory right now on either side. So more scripting. It was a draw, guys. So Michael Buffer is going to announce who wins. They're going to say it's a draw. KSI is undefeated in terms of the YouTuber boxing if he takes this one. Maybe that's his destiny. Maybe it's KSI's destiny to be a boxer. Oops. Like, so if it's KSI's destiny to be a boxing star, then it's fair that he wins. Like, if he's going to continue to fight other YouTubers, then it's better that he wins and Logan can continue to build his entertainment empire. Like, I don't think Logan's going to become a professional fighter, but KSI, I see him carrying on with this because he now has 2 fights under his belt. Do they have to announce a winner? They don't have to. So John says, so it's $13 for 18 minutes of scripted boxing sounds steep to me. Well, no, the show's been going on since noon. There was 3 fights. I just checked in for, I thought I was checking in time for Logan, but it was Jake. I saw Jake's fight, half of it. They made it a draw. So they're like, oh, they're going, oh, we don't know who won. Why won? Oh, we don't know. I mean, this is entertainment. I went live for this. I'm getting some watch time on my channel. I got to hang out with you guys. I'm going to finish my video for my patrons after this wraps. This was something I was looking forward to because I followed Logan on and off. I haven't really followed him this year. I don't find his current content as interesting. I don't know if I'll ever get into what Logan's doing ever again. But this is okay. After 6 rounds, we go to the scorecards because it could. $58-57 KSI, first judge. 57-57. It's a draw. It's a draw. It's a draw. It's a majority draw because there was only 1 point over for KSI. Works out perfectly. It does. So he stays the champ, but it's still a draw. Huh. So in the majority draw, KSI stays the champion in terms of, okay, so in a majority draw, KSI stays the champion of YouTuber boxing. However, the whole match was a draw. You can't say that Logan was beat or KSI was beat, although KSI was one point superior. So they're like, let's do it again. He's now saying, let's do it again. So Logan, are you down for a rematch? I think it's what the people want. So they're getting a rematch. They already knew they were doing it again. It must be such a high to come off of being in a fight like that. Because I know when I've had major performances, it's a high. So KSI's thanking everyone. He's thanking his friends and his family. What happens in a draw if people are betting? So KSI's being interviewed. Of course, they'd be out of it. I don't know what to say. Was that a letdown? I guess a little bit. But the arena doesn't seem to be going crazy over them going again. I think they wanted a clear victory. Logan bet $1 million, though. Logan just lost $1 million to who? KSI? So KSI stays the champ. So draws are rare in real fights. So he's asking if Logan feels he lost the fight. Logan says, I feel like I won the fight. Logan says, I feel like I won the fight, but at the end of the day, that's not what happened. Doesn't matter how he feels. He says he says he's going to fight him again. He says the rematch is going to be crazy. Now they're yeah, so this seems so scripted. He's like, oh, the storyline continues. I'm going to taunt you. More drama. But the drama, they got to be better actors because it's just not believable. Logan's talking about fucking up at the beginning of the year. He's thanking thank you to KSA. Sorry, I'm listening. So Logan Paul said that Logan Paul basically said that he wanted to earn back the respect of the internet, and he fucked up at the beginning of the year, but taking time off to prepare for the fight made him realize who he is and what he's about, and that he looks forward to redeeming himself in the future because he feels like the work isn't done yet. So there you go. KSI versus Logan Paul. That was entertaining. I'm shutting it down. I'm going back to you guys. Recap. I mean, Jake Paul won the first match between him and Deji, which was a surprise. That felt more real than the second match, wherein it was a majority draw for KSI, which means he remains the champion. But it doesn't feel like there was a clear winner. Logan was dominated the first half. KSI dominated the second half. Logan needs to work on getting in more punches. Logan needs to work on his defense. It was entertaining. I guess it's worth $13. I've spent $13 on worse. Did I lose respect for Logan? Well, I was in awe about him at the beginning. Did I gain respect for him? I guess so. I guess I'll just process this. I guess it feels like a disappointment because you always want there to be like that knockout or the clear domination, and it just didn't happen. So it was a little dissatisfying from that perspective. But yeah, it felt a little scripted. And the fact that they're fighting again and the fact that it was mostly a draw, it's like they didn't want there to be someone who beat the tar out of the other yet. Maybe Logan's going to get to win it this time, but maybe not. Or next time, next time in the United States at an undisclosed location in February 2019, which we're coming up on 2020, which is pretty crazy. Lycan says, I still can't believe it. Logan was weak in the knees multiple times and the ref didn't call the final round. Mimi says, I'm hella mad. So what do you mean you can't believe it? This is getting milked. Milked? Yeah, it's getting milked. So you think that Logan was the clear loser, or you just think that it actually should have been an actual draw? So Saif says, "Oh my God, why Logan? You should have bashed KSI the last round." Yeah, that's what is a little suspect, is that Logan didn't go hard. I mean, we don't know what mental state he was in. We don't know if his bleeding nose as well was adversely affecting him. If he wanted to avoid getting too much damage to his face. They wanted it to not be too intense because they want people to have a reason to want to watch the second one. But I mean, even if someone would have dominated, it still would have provided audiences a motivation, I think, to see it again, because they'd be like, well, who's going to win this time? So Io said Logan kept his technique throughout. KSI went Michael Phelps mode after the second round. Lycan says Logan was the clear loser, in my opinion. So Mimi says Logan was the loser, said and done. So Saif is rooting for Logan in February 2019. I guess I'm still Team Logan. I'm not Team KSI, but I respect, actually, okay, the outcome of this is not that I respect Logan less, but I do respect KSI's, endurance a little bit more. I'm not going to become a fan of KSI, but maybe KSI is a better strategic boxer with better endurance than Logan, who was too cocky and expended too much energy in the first round. So Curly saying Logan, Saif saying Logan, Lycan saying not Logan. Mr. Field says KSI is a knobhead. NL says so Logan lost. Yay, so he's Team KSI. So I says, do you feel it's unfair that darker skin hides bruises? No, I don't think it actually does. If you get hit hard enough, I think the next day it does show up. I mean, certainly on camera you have an advantage, but I don't think it's unfair. I just think it's biological. Logan did have the power in KSI, but come on now. Well, that's why it feels like he threw it a little bit in the latter rounds. But we don't know if Logan got hit in the temples so many times that he was disoriented and just couldn't bring it on in the final rounds. But we, again, don't know if this was set up in the background to make sure that the people who were betting the big bucks got paid off. This whole rivalry has been scripted. So why would we believe that the fight would be any different? Like, maybe they were allowed to go at it for real certain rounds, but the final round, it was a little phoned in. And it was only 1 point that KSI won by. That's like statistically insignificant. That's why it's a majority draw. Lycan says Logan got tired. So Saif says, I did a poll on my Instagram. 90% says KSI would win. Boy, they were wrong. Of course, I can't get happy, but next time Logan will win. Well, I guess I said I was edging towards KSI at the outset of this, and I guess I was right. So, okay, guys, I think I've talked about this enough. I have a video to edit, so I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for joining me for my live reaction to the fight. Again, I feel a little disappointed. I wanted a clear winner, but I mean, KSI proved that he's a competent sportsman, and Logan proved that he's got impressive athleticism as long as he doesn't burn himself out or throw a fight. So Io says KSI and Deji punching after the bell was not helping stereotypes. Yeah, well, that was a little bit. I do think that KSI definitely. No, I'm not talking about anything racial. I don't want to go there, but I do think that they fought dirtier. I don't think it's fair to make generalizations about races, but I do think that definitely I disrespect KSI for getting in hits when it was not called for. And if anything, maybe that should have cost him the fight on a technicality. So guys, thank you so much. This has been great. Love to you all. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Let me know your thoughts on the fight. I would love to hear you rant in the comment section down below. Are you disappointed that it was a draw? Do you think that clearly Logan won? Do you think that clearly KSI won, as Lycan said? Are you going to watch the next fight? I mean, I'll watch the next fight, but I'm not as excited for it, to be perfectly honest. So guys, thank you so much. Have a great night, and I will see you later. And if you want to see more of me, go to patreon.com/DavisonVideo or rent my video for $5 on uncensored.com in approximately 2 hours. Cheers.